Okay, we are live. And where did the last? I am 10 minutes late starting. What the heck? I lost time yet again. Hopefully, everyone can hear me. And let's go into the comments, make sure everything's here. I'm hoping everyone's here. Okay, so I'm just going to put on some music while we wait for everyone to show up. This is a song that I wrote last February, and it is about missing loved ones, whether they've passed or whether it's just estrangement or no contact or whatever it is for you. Um, I like this song.
There's a chair that holds your name, empty space but not the same. I still hear you in the quiet, like a song I can't deny yet. Little things you used to say find their way back every day. In the light and in the air, I still feel you everywhere. Time moves on, but something stays in 1,000 quiet ways. Not gone, just out of sight, like a star in daylight. I miss you more than words can say. You're always with me every single day. In my heart, you're never far away. You're with me in 1,000 ways. I still talk to you sometimes, in the silence in my mind, like you're listening somehow, like you're right with me here and now. All those lessons that you gave still guide me in every way. Every step I take alone, you're still with me as I go. Love like this doesn't fade away, it just finds another way. Through the darkness it still glows. You're like the spaces between the notes. I miss you, still feeling you near, in every laugh and every tear. Though I can't hold you like before, your light still guides me evermore. If I close my eyes, I see your face in every memory, every place. And I know somehow, some way, love like ours will never fade. So I'll live and I'll be strong, keep you with me as I go on. With every step that I must take, I promise to you I'll never break. I love you, always and forevermore. One thing's for sure, let's not close that door.
Wowee. Isn't that a beautiful song? So I wrote that last February, I think it was, and I lost it in my computer. And I actually just found it today in the computer. And I thought, you know what, I'm gonna put that up on all the music platforms. So if you're interested in it, you can go to Written by Carrie Kohan and you'll see all my music on Apple or Spotify, whatever, YouTube, and you can get that song. Just add it to your playlist if you're already there. Okay, so let's take a look at some of the comments here. We have good morning from here in Ontario. Great to see you. I actually caught you on live. Woo-hoo-hoo. Thank you, precious soul. Isn't that wonderful? Well, Brenda, let's take a look. You are definitely the Queen of Wands. You are magic. You are about business and getting things done. It's all about compassion and insights. Your sense of intuition is extremely strong, and everything is in alignment with you. Absolutely. I've got a few cards here, actually. What else have we got for you? Yeah. Are you saying goodbye to someone, or is someone coming to visit? Or is it, could be business actually, that it's like you're saying goodbye and something's leaving and a new thing is coming. One door closes and another opens. Yeah, start planning your days ahead, because you've got miracles coming as well. Okay, so let's see some questions. And while we're waiting for the questions to come in, I'm going to share with you a couple of things. I had a really successful week. Many of you know my book, The 5 Lessons of Life, but did you know that it's in Portuguese? Yay! I'm in Portugal right now. And so it is now in Portuguese. It's the same book, but look at that. Look at the writing, Isn't that beautiful? So I'm actually looking for 3 people that are fluent in Portuguese that can look through it and read it and make sure that the translation was good, because I did hire someone and paid some money for it, but I want to make sure that they did a good job. So if you are fluent in Portuguese, can you please let me know? So I am now in Portugal, and I'm going to show you a little bit about where I'm living. This is my backyard. I live off grid. I'm living in a tiny home, a modular home. And we used to have a retreat center in Portugal. We had 4 large villas, 4 large pools, and I don't know how many staff. Oh, God, I had a lot of staff. And it was quite an undertaking. So did that for 5 years, 6 years, maybe more. I don't even remember, to tell you the truth. 2017 or 16 until 2023. So whatever that is. And so that's 6 years. Yeah. So anyways, I bought some land here, and it's kind of out in the middle of nowhere, and living off grid. I got a little temporary pool for above ground because it's been so warm here. Like, it's hot, hot, hot. And as you can see, we're still under renovations, still getting stuff done, but I've got a huge container here. What I'm going to do is, can you see? Yeah. I'm going to put in sliding doors here and make that my art studio. And then, yeah, we got a nice little house here. So life is pretty grand. This is a fairy circle in behind. And I don't know if you can sense the magic that lives behind our property, but it's really beautiful. There you go. Can you see that? Look at that tree. Isn't that extraordinary? And these are all rose quartz, raw rose quartz stones. They're worth a minor fortune. Yeah. So, and they're just living on the land in the backyard. So that's my view from my kitchen, actually, is a fairy circle in the back. And this is our cute little home, our little abode. It's wonderful because, for all the blessings of having the big villas, they were freaking freezing in the winter in Portugal. The older villas, very, very cold inside. And I'm hoping you guys can hear me. Can you hear me? Yeah, let me see. Yeah, you must be able to hear me because you're making comments. Okay, so yeah, what was I saying? Uh, Oh, yeah, for all of the beautiful houses that we had, and they were 4 bedroom, 4 bath, they were monster homes. And they were freaking cold in the winter. Like, I never had bronchitis so many times as I did living here in Portugal in the winter. So I am quite grateful that we live here now. Anyways, yeah, who was it that was saying, let's take a look here. Valerie's saying, I meant fairy, a bit rusty. She was like, it's heaven. Oh no, you put it up here. How nice to be living, to be live from the beginning, right? Yeah. And you're fluent in Portuguese. Oh my God, Valerie. Okay, get a hold of me. Email me. I'll put my email address here. It is support at carriekohan.com. Okay, so definitely get a hold of me if you guys speak Portuguese and can read it. Definitely text me or email me, and I'll send you out a free copy of the Portuguese version of the book. And yeah, then we can get, at least 3 people reading the book and giving me some feedback. Very good. Okay, so Brenda, you're saying, thank you, Carrie. I'm going through the most intense times of letting go of the past. Well, that was that card, wasn't it? It was literally letting go. Where are we here? Yep. I'm a little rusty today. There we go. Yeah, and I'm really rusty today. There. I am missing Glenn. Honest to God. Okay, so that was the letting go. I'm going through the most important, intense times of letting go of past, moving into this new earth plane, and some grieving from my husband's passing. Yeah, so that was it, wasn't it? Saying goodbye and a different outcome for you, because when the dream changes, the whole feeling of who you are as a mom or a wife or a partner, it changes, and it almost feels like you feel like you need to have a blood transfusion, like you need to have someone take care of you, right? So I would lean on God, Jesus, whoever it is for you. Well, there you go. This is probably the nicest card that you can get out of the whole tarot deck, right? The sun. And this is the wish card. This is a dream card. This is a yes card. This is everything is working out for you, honey. And if he was to give a message from the other side, it would be believe. Don't worry. These times are changing. The wounds, the battle, it's all finished, and now it's time for you to have faith and get into a new boat and go to a new shore and start a new way of living. Yeah, because you have the world by the tail. Okay, you've got everything. It's in your hands. Just a decision needs to be made. So, and it sounds like that's what you're doing. So well done, hon. Okay. Who else have we got here? Victoria. Nice heart. Hi, Victoria. Yeah. That's the email address. Make sure you email me. I'd love a reading for my husband, please. Okay, Georgie. How are you, Georgie? I haven't seen you for a long time. My goodness, girl. Okay, your husband, decision making. He's really thoughtful, and there's a lot of thought being put into where he's going next. It's a time of decision. Yeah, again, that's reaffirmed here, right? So instead of looking backwards, look forward. A lot of stuff is coming towards him. Whenever in this deck, whenever you see these beautiful moonbeams coming towards you, it means that you're being blessed and everything is being given to you. What was the old way is melting away, and let go of despondency, let go of sadness, because the doors are open, the money is there, the abundance is there. This is a beautiful depiction of an older man that has had a fruitful life, and this is what I see in the end for him. He's going to feel very accomplished and blessed. So don't you worry. If things are not working out right now, things are turning around, and it's only going to get better. In fact, he's got abundance all around him. Yeah, he just needs to take rein. Take the cart by the rein, the horses by the rein, and find the balance as well. But take charge. He'll do well. Don't you worry, honey. Okay. And Bertha, Gosh, I haven't seen Beretha. Sorry, is that Beretha? What do you see about Mario's health? Mario's health. Is Mario healthy? Yes or no? Hmm. Okay. And yeah, is Mario able to turn the health around? There's, it's like he's walking away. So, is Mario very, very ill? Yes or no? I don't like answering those things because I think everything can be turned around. I look at my brother, he was terminally ill with cancer and was told that it could never be, you know, cured. And he had a total remission all through energy work. Yeah, it's the same card comes up for him. So this card is basically leaving all the abundance, all the stuff behind and turning your back and walking away, finding a different way, finding a different path. Perhaps that's what it is maybe he needs to find a different path, right? Yeah. Because the judgment card is the trumpets are there's an interpretation here that I could do and perhaps you could, and we'll just leave it at that. Okay. So Mario's health, he is a magician though. He is capable of turning his health around in a heartbeat. And so let's all join hands here in this circle and we're going to lift Mario up to spirit. We're going to lift Mario up here and now in the center of the circle. And I want to pray that God's light, God, Buddha, Allah, whoever it is for you. For me, I speak of God because I died twice and I met Creator on the other side. I met God and Jesus in the circle of men, and makes me choke up because they were so beautiful. Okay, so let's lift up Mario. That's right. Please, dear Lord, we lift Mario's beautiful spirit and soul up to you. And if it is in your will, if it is in Mario's best and highest interest, heal this beautiful soul. Allow his health to be stronger, better than what it is now. We see him getting stronger and stronger every day in every way. He's feeling healthier and healthier. Every day in every way, he's feeling better and better. May your miracles take place if this is in your best and highest good for Mario. And so it is. We lift him up. Okay. I trust that Mario's health is going to turn around and be better if it is meant to be. Okay? Yeah. Thank you for asking, honey. Valerie, I'd love to know when would be a good time to put my house on the market and move. Okay. Valerie, are you in Canada? Can't remember. When is the best time to put it on the market? Is this we are in June. I was going to say, is it this spring? What time of the year is it? I don't even know. Okay, is it this summer? Yes or no? No. Is it this spring or this fall? I keep getting spring. Okay, is it this fall? Yes or no? Yeah, it could be. Is it this spring? Spring of 2027. Yeah. It could be the fall. I would suggest that you do a really big spring cleaning and releasing, letting go, smudge the house, do the salt around the house, clear all energies that may not be serving you any longer, and move on. And yeah, and also start your wish list for where you're going to move, because it's like when we release, they just showed me an image of this. When we release negative entities and energies and they leave outside of our bodies, there leaves a void inside. So we have to bring in, well, we don't have to, but it's best if you choose to bring in a beautiful golden light from the heavens and fill that void, and then you become whole and complete again. Well, it's no different if you are moving. You're moving out of a house, you're leaving a void, right? And so you have to see on your timeline where you're going to fill that void with, and with what beautiful light, are you going to fill it with? It's beautiful. Okay. So I trust that, will it sell quickly, Valerie? Yes or no? Mm, not as quick as you're thinking, and it's because there's still some blocks up there. So I would suggest in the next week or two, really work on visualizing. Don't even work on it, just do it. Visualize yourself letting go, right? And see the beautiful people coming in and shaking your hand and signing the contract with you. See it, feel it, sense it being done, and it shall be. Okay? Wonderful. Okay. So, Nixbiz, hey, how are you, honey? Great to see you back in the Algarve again. Wonderful to be here. Um, if I have a message, or if you have a message for me, I'm always grateful. Well, let's take a look. Which cards shall we do? I think we'll do these ones again. Yeah. Okay. So, this is that you are walking a new path. You have got a lot of support and strength around you. And let's take a look in you, though, Nixbiz. It's like the barriers that were around you in the past have all fallen away or gone into the distance. And now uh, I see it's not an award, but it looks like a cup and it's being given to you. I don't know what that's about. Maybe you do. Um, what else can I show you? Something red. It looks like a piece of red fabric and it's smaller. I don't know what that's about either. And it's on a pin. Don't know yet, but I'm sure that it'll make sense to you. What else would they like to show Nixbiz? Yeah, again, it's like they opened two doors and you stepped out into a whole new, it's like a balcony and you're looking out over, it looks like Europe to me. Like you're in Europe and you're looking out over a beautiful courtyard, but it's big, it's massive. It almost feels like the Vatican, where you're stepping onto a balcony and you're looking out into the center area. That's what it looks like. So, I would say that you're going to be traveling, and and the view is really bright for you. Okay. Hey, Jaco, Jaku. I'm terrible at these things. Jaku. Anyways, can you do a reading for me? I feel like I have to move with my family out of Canada. It's like I have my feet in cement in Alberta. Left hand is pulled by the right hand, US right hand, and is pulled by the Czech Republic. Okay. So you're thinking about moving. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so the tower falling down, everything's going to change very abruptly for you. And I would say that's a pretty strong indication that, yes, indeed, you're going to be moving. Now, the hangman, I see it as a real positive because you can see there's golden light around him and he's just seeing things from a different perspective. What people would see this way, he's having to look in a totally different way. So I would suggest instead of just thinking, I have to move, start thinking, okay, what is it that spirit would love me to do? And what would I love to do moving forward? Start asking different questions because in that you can see he's not even bound, right? There's nothing tying him down. So I would say that you're not even tied down to Alberta the way that you think you are. Yeah, everything can change very, very quickly, and you've got everything at your feet and also in your hands coming from the heavens above. So money is not going to be an issue. It's going to flow with you and to you with ease and grace. Yeah, it's really exciting. So lots of opportunities coming to you. I would suggest do some Neville Goddard videos as you're going to sleep and listen to them and start visualizing your outcome moving forward, because I don't see Alberta for you for very much longer, and I think it's going to happen just like that. Okay. Okay. Grand rising, everyone. I love it. Yeah, much better than good morning. Oh, we're so sad. We're all mourning. No, 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 no. Okay. And you're saying send love, Mary. Send you love, Mary. Aw, I love you, Mary. I'm saying love to you as well. Okay, so let's take a look for Mary. Mary, you got your mojo going. It's the female card, right? And you got to get some mojo going because and that can be through walking, through meditation, through prayer. Just what they want you to do is get your steps going, right? And yes, exercise with the steps, right? Your spiritual advancement, but it's also the the sexual energy is the base chakra. And so, well, actually it's probably three, the first three chakras combined, but you get the base chakra going and start wearing red. Start, there's that red again. Maybe that was business. Maybe that was, about the little bit of red. We just need to get the red going, get the mojo going, right? Yeah. So there we go. So Baritha is saying thank you with a nice big heart. That's wonderful. And Valerie, you're in England. Funny. I thought you're in Canada. That's interesting. So listing your house. Yeah, it feels like late fall. So September, October, into November, right? Or that's not even late. So fall, and I think it'll sell in the spring, but it could be earlier, depending on how much visualization, how much work you do, effort you put into letting go and just feeling that joy of your next adventure, your next chapter. Okay, good. Oh, and Valerie, you put, yes, doing great, doing that currently. Oh, you're doing the cleaning up and everything. So see, you're already on in alignment. Sweet fairy-ish. Aw, that's sweet. Well, you would love this fairy circle behind me, wouldn't you? Hello. I would love a reading on my career, please, recovering from an autoimmune disease and hope to start looking for work in the near future. So autoimmune diseases are really interesting, and they usually start with a lot of depression, a lot of, stress, huge amounts of stress, and just being overwhelmed. So, yes, some can be hereditary, but I think that they move a lot slower than what we are hoping for. And so, good for you for recovering from that because that means that you're really stepping into alignment and you're looking at yourself, you're examining yourself, you're doing self-examination, self-healing, self-love, love thyself, love thyself, love thyself. So, you would like a reading on your career. Well, the career comes with different reactions because in the past you used to, there was drudgery about work, was there not? There was like, I don't know really what I want to do and how am I going to do it because, might get sick and blah, 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 blah. There was all this conditions and blocks. And what they're saying is it's time to hold spirit's hand and walk hand in hand with spirit and say, I'm ready. And I'm ready to take the next step. And it feels much more creative. It feels like you have been guarding your home, you've been guarding your vessel for a very long time. And now it's time for you to sing. Now it's time for you to be creative and get going on the joy, the laughter, the hope, all of that beautiful stuff. Okay? So this is what we want you to focus on. And with that, the career will come easily because what they're saying is you could be a teacher, you could be instructor. There's writing involved with your career as well. And gosh, you could even be an author. It's all about bringing that love into your life. So, and the relationships, healing the relationships, and letting go of feeling that you have to ask for help or you have to ask for something. No, 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 no. Everything you have is provided. The storm is finishing and it's time for you to march on. And the career is right at your doorstep. It's really exciting. If you haven't had the career invitation already, I think it's on its way very soon. Okay? Yeah. And Valerie's saying, yes, I get the fall too. Yeah, I think that's when you're going to list and probably sell spring. But I don't know. It's back and forth. It keeps going fall, spring because I think you're very good at manifesting and and in that alignment, yeah, it'll sell fast if you're open. And if if where you're going is open as well. And so if it isn't happening right away, don't worry, as you know, because something else is in the works. God has a greater plan. Okay, Carrie, I have a new being coming in. Oh, my first grandbaby. Congratulations. Everyone, wish her congratulations. That's so exciting. Can you do an energy reading for my blessed being of light and love? Well, this is the most loved, blessed being that's coming in. My goodness, just feel that love. Yeah. Oh, you have a whole army of people waiting, anticipating for this little one. They're all waiting. So that alone is really beautiful. This is a breakthrough actually in your family. I think that this child is going to bring a whole new level of consciousness. Yeah, it's all about joy and laughter, and it's going to bring such love, and it's a whole new way of living. So we've been talking about going from the third to fourth to fifth dimension, right? I think that this child is coming in with a consciousness of the fifth dimension. It's like there's no shovel, there's no digging down into the dirt and all of that. No, no, no. This child is pure sunlight, pure sunshine, pure joy, and is going to help heal the world. Yeah. Yeah, because the old way is dead. And this little one is coming in. Wow. Just a bunch of cards just fell out. They really wanted to hear, wanted you to see this. Okay, so it's a new way of measuring joy and happiness because I think that the abilities that this little one is going to have is really extraordinary, very, very bright. And they're going to be the ones that are building bridges, right from young, like stop arguing. Not that there's much arguing, right? But stop arguing. Don't raise your voice because, it's very much empathic, hypersensitive, but also really smart, intuitive. Yeah. And they're a go-getter. Yeah, driven. Go for it. Go for it. That's what I see. Okay. So congratulations. What a beautiful child is coming in. Um, it's great to catch you live. Well, that's exciting, isn't it? Any info for my daughter and I regarding our relationships with my son and two grandsons, or grandsons, would be deeply appreciated. My DIL has stage 4 cancer. What is DIL? My daughter-in-law, I bet. Yes. Has stage 4 cancer. Oh gosh. Okay. So, for my daughter and I regarding our relationships. So, you got a couple of questions here. You want to know about your daughter and you regarding your relationships with your son and two grandsons would be deeply appreciated. So, your daughter is actually your daughter-in-law, but you call her daughter, right? That's what I do as well. Okay. So, stage 4 cancer. That is not a death sentence, let's put it that way, okay? Do you know how many people get to stage 4 cancer and it never comes to pass, and they never pass? So, um, I would suggest, do you remember, yeah, it's building the bridges, right? Do you remember, the movie The Secret? And the woman on there had stage 4 cancer. And she cured herself from stage 4 with laughter and with joy. She was sipping tea every day, and while she'd sip the tea, she'd stir and go, "Thank you for my healing. Thank you, thank you, thank you for my healing. Thank you, dear Lord, for my healing. I'm so blessed. I'm so excited for my healing." And if your daughter in law is choosing to heal, that is the route for her. But sometimes it feels like she's swimming and she really doesn't know what direction she wants to go because there's a lifeline there. You see, this is God's hook saying, I'll raise you up. I'll heal you so you don't have to swim with these sharks anymore that are eating you alive inside, right? The cancer. Um, but sometimes people, uh, you know, I don't know. I think that she is such a lovely soul. I think that she has a lot to live for. And will she be here? Yeah, I think that she can do this. And your relationship with her, yeah, um, that's what needs to heal because she's a really sensitive, loving soul. So I think there's some work to be done, yeah, in the relationships of asking for help, perhaps, or asking for, um, yeah, just focus on the light. That's what I get. Focus on the light. Does that make sense to you? Okay. I hope it does. Next biz is saying, thank you so much. We'll keep my mind open for all the signs. Thank you. Love always. That's wonderful. Natalia. Oh, I love that name. Natalia. My God, it sounds so Italian or, Mediterranean. Is beautiful. Will my partner be moving with me this summer? Will your partner, Natalia, be moving with you this summer? Yes or no? I got to know, but you need to write about it. So it might not be initially. It's going to be moving slower than what you were hoping for. So, yeah, need to look in the mirror and practice self-love and get to the point that your reaction is different about whether he comes with you or not. Because sometimes when there's a fine line between smother and mother, and other, right? So um I would just let it be, and instead just dance and have fun and feel the joy that you have within the relationship. And yeah, because right now it feels like, mm, you know what this means, right? For you, kind of standing outside of maybe the circle, or maybe he's standing outside your work circle or your circle. I'm not too sure. Anyways, what they're saying is become more in alignment. Pray about it, and it'll come. Don't you worry. Okay. Valerie's saying thanks. It feels so right. Yay! I love that. Um, and Sweet Fairy is just saying, yes, I started with stress and it started with stress indeed. Yeah, autoimmune always does, right? Every illness begins with thought. And when you build the bridge over the stinking thinking thoughts and the stress, and you start a smoother road and bring in the rainbows, it all heals. It's beautiful. Yeah. And Jakub is saying thank you. I'm sure your move is going to be great. It's going to be rather harsh, I must say. Like what I felt was it was like boom, everything and shit's hitting the fan and like chaos. But don't worry, keep going through it. It's going to be great. Okay. Sweet Fairy is just saying, yes, I'm doing lots of inner work and taking care of myself. Oh, that's good to hear. Okay, so we're going to go over to Facebook and to look at some questions there. Okay, Rebecca. Rebecca, oh my God, she was my assistant way back when. And when I was doing conversations with Carrie, absolutely love Becky. Okay, I'd love a reading. And for you also to be closer again, yes. I love this girl. Okay, I can't put her question up here because she's over at Facebook right now watching us live there. Okay, so march on, my girl. This is the message for you. You've had some highs, you've had some lows, but my God, you have the sun has shone on you. Okay, the sun has really shone on you. At times you felt like, it's funny, the same cards are showing up for people, and I have been shuffling them, but it's been difficult for you to ask for help, especially from your hubby, right? And so you bear a lot, same cards, bear a lot on your shoulders. And what spirit is asking you to do is start to pray, start to meditate, and raise your vibration up. Okay. Same cards. I did just shuffle, I swear to God. Okay, Becky, you've got a book in you, and it's time that you started to write, maybe even go back to school. You've spent so many years taking care of everyone else, and I'm at an advantage here because I know you. But yeah, Spirit is really saying go for it now. This is your time. This is your time. You know, the kids are getting a bit older now, and you've done a really great job there, I must say. And so this is your time to give yourself, you know, a rest and a blood infusion. Like you just, okay, I'm yeah, you're an amazing mother. And start planning, you know, the next chapter in your life together with your hubby there. um yeah, because sometimes the walls feel like they're coming in, and you know, you got some pressure there. I want you to breathe. I want you to remember that, you know, I'm like your other mother, and I'm always here for you. I love you very, very much. And anytime you need a hug or, you know, kind word or whatever it may be, you contact me, honey, because you are amazing and I love you. Yeah. And she just wrote, I miss you. Well, I miss you too. And yeah, that song, right? So it's also about how you're starting to learn how to play your cards differently. And so you've got some changes coming, some big changes. Let's go back to, where are you there? Okay. You've, you haven't self-harmed, but you, in the missing of loved ones around you, especially your real mom, I think that, you know, it's almost like cutting off your hand to spite your body, right? You know, it's not self-harm, but it is just being feeling of lost. And what they're saying is, spirit is always with you. Just take one step at a time. So I need you to start writing. I need you to start journaling, and eventually you're going to get to that finish line where you know, finish another goal and cross the line of another goal. Because goals for you, you haven't actually written down a goal for a very long time, have you? Or you might have one just recently, but you felt really stifled when it came to goals. And there was a little, you know, kind of downer energy. Well, they want you to stop that right now. And instead, it's time for you to contemplate where you're going next and how you're going to live your life. And, you know, remember to focus on the half full glass instead of what's, you know, start asking what's really good about this. And always remember, no judgment about yourself or others, and instead see it as the Trinity, the Father, the Son, the Holy Ghost are always with you. And it's time for you, my dear, to step into who you truly are. Okay? I love you. Yeah. Um, okay, so I think, Rebecca, you had pretty much all of the questions over on, yeah, you said, good morning, I miss you, I love you always and forever. Aw, I love you too, honey. Beautiful. Okay, so coming back to here, on StreamYard, let's see, what have we got next? Hi, Carrie. What is the best way to clear energies from previously owned secondhand things, furniture, jewelry, etc.? Much love, Marie. Okay, so I do it so fast now. I've been doing it so long that it's like zoom, right? Um, okay, so for instance, my cards. I'll hold my cards up and I'll say, please, dear Lord, bring these back to their natural state and breathe. I don't say and breathe, I just breathe. Okay, so please, dear Lord, bring these back to their natural state. And for some of you, you would have seen energy coming off of them. Others, you can feel it and it's clearing. So if I bring a antique home, like back in the UK, I just bought a beautiful wardrobe, you know, like a buffet table. And you know what? I don't think I cleared that one, but I felt it and it was pretty cleared, but we can do it now. And whether you're right beside it or far away, you bring your focus to it because everything has an energy trail. So I follow that energy trail to it and I say, please, dear Lord, bring that piece of furniture that I'm thinking of, bring it back to its natural state. And there we go. You can feel all the negative entities and energies leaving it. And then we bring in the light and it's now glowing and it feels really good. Okay. So whatever it is that you're thinking of, yeah. Hey, Dawn, I am doing a live show right now. Dawn, if you're watching this, don't phone while I'm doing that. Okay. Here, I'm going to turn the volume down. I forgot to turn the volume down. I'm actually expecting a package, so I have to leave the volume up for right now. Okay, so whatever you're thinking of, Marie, jewelry or whatever, anyone, you can put jewelry in your hands, hold it up, and pray and say, okay, dear Lord, please bring this back to its natural state. And what you're asking for is before it touched any other kind of energetic stuff here when it first came, and it was with that beautiful, loving light energy of Creator, that energy, that's what we're bringing it back to, its natural state. It's very easy. And you'll see it. Okay. Wolf Moon Artisan. Oh, what a name. I love that. I'd love a reading. Could use some guidance and clarity on my path and how to move forward, especially around my living situation. So it feels like you got a couple of people in your living situation. Is that correct? It feels a little chaotic. Okay, time to take the mask off. Time to, you've been playing small. Have you been playing small, Wolf Moon? It feels like you have got such a future ahead of you and you have no idea yet. You know, I really want you to step into, okay, so this is what you're going to do, Wolf Moon. I want you to imagine, here we go, that your ideal self is standing right in front of you and she's bright. She's absolutely amazing. She's vibrant and she knows where she's going. She knows how she's going to get there. She just has faith, such faith and compassion and forgiveness and joy and laughter. And she doesn't carry any shit on her. You know, abundance. Oh my gosh, she's abundant. She is wealthy, mind, body, spirit, right? Doesn't matter materialism and all that. You know what? I think that we're here to experience materialism as well, because this is the human experience, spiritual. We're spiritual beings having the human experience. We've known that for like 30 years, right? So why not experience the human experience to the fullest? Why not, travel the world and live in the most gorgeous homes, bring in the most beautiful homes into your consciousness and have the wealth to be able to afford them. Yeah, it goes back to seeing your end outcome first. So I want you to step into that beautiful ideal self that's right in front and step into her energy, breathe her in, feel her wealth, feel her joy, feel her laughter, her abundance, and see and feel and sense the home that she lives in. What house would your ideal self live in? Once you get out of your own way, all the crap, all the blocks that you've put up and, oh, I can't live there because and I can't have that and all of that just by the wayside. Does she have any of that? No, your ideal self has none of that. She is abundant conscious in all ways, with friends, with family, with joy, with laughter, with money. Money's just energy, just like everything else. So I see, yeah, you want guidance and clarity on your path. I think you're a writer. I think you're a singer. You've had a lot of chaos in your world. And I want you to actually kind of step out of that. I want you to take all that chaos out of you, and you can feel it's like attached to you. I want you to unhook it all and say, I'm ready to release thee. I release you, I release you, I release you. I release thee, I release thee, I release thee. And give it up to Creator. There you go. Put it in the cosmic garbage can. Take it out. And then bring that beautiful light, heavenly light, into you wherever those hooks were. Unhook them all. Now you've got some clarity and guidance, and it's within. You don't have to rely on someone else to tell you. You see? Look at the card that came up for you. Now it's time for you to step into your higher consciousness, which is your ideal self's energy, because she already is in that alignment, isn't she? Right? Yeah. Car just went over a hill, went, yeah. So it's like all that crap is leaving, and now you're on a new path. You literally said it right there. No more having to ask for help. Yeah. Instead, I want you to write about that and write about your path, because I think this is what you're going to be teaching. I think this is what you're going to be learning and teaching and really going for it. Yeah. Gosh, it's all the same cards. It's funny. Money, it's coming, and a lot of it. I think that you could actually be famous if you, in a really loving, wonderful way. I'm not talking, you know, like celebrity type stuff, but I think that what you're doing, I think you could teach people and really excel. So, in helping others, I think that you could earn a lot of income and be rewarded very handsomely for all the work that you're doing. Okay. So, sweet fairyish, in the past, work was very challenging, stressful, haven't worked for more than 2 years. Yeah, I could see that. So, no, it's time for you to open up and open up to that path and get working. Okay. And work is not work like, oh, work, make it your hobby. Turn your hobby into your work. How many people on this planet do that? It's all good. Okay, ask it for my daughter, Annette. What type of career is best for her? She's been feeling lost and struggling finding work. Well, it's very similar to what we were just talking about with Wolf Moon. Very, very similar. So let's take, yeah, it's again similar cards. She has everything at her fingertips. She's really skilled. She just needs to, yeah, there is an offer that's going to be coming to her. A message, an email, a phone call, letter, whatever it is. And this is an opportunity, could be even an opportunity for higher wisdom, higher learning, but your wish card. So, yeah, the stars are upon her. So I would not stress. Everything is going to come into flow. Like, this couldn't be better, a better situation for her. She's been struggling and feeling lost because that's what she's been focusing on. And when you focus on the struggle and you focus on being lost, that's what you get more of. Okay. So we need to move past that. Yeah. And Sweet Fairyish is saying, I am very creative indeed. I could see that. Yeah. And that's where the route that you're going into is embracing that creativity. So Mary is saying, thank you, Carrie, for all you do. Any messages for me concerning my health? Thank you. A lot of people are asking about health right now. And I think that thing that, half the planet got, that attacked chromosome 8, which was responsible for compassion. And so that changed our world. And for those that didn't get that thing, we were left with people that aren't very compassionate, right? And struggled with compassion. Not everyone that got that had that situation, because we know that the first one, majority of it was a placebo. There was nothing in it. Second one, same. But by the third, fourth, fifth, personalities were starting to change. And so that had the effect on the whole planet, because if you're in a family and your family member suddenly changes on you and becomes really upset or gruff or not feeling good because they're probably not well, that affects us, especially as empaths, right? So your own health, can be affected by others, is what I'm trying to say. And so we want to focus on what is good with your health rather than what is bad. I think this couldn't say sum it up better than this card. And that is focus on the nourishment that you have. Focus on what's pouring into your body, the love, the joy, the light, the energy. Focus on how Creator is sending you, loving light each and every day. And instead of focusing on, oh, there's something else there. Oh, you know, my hips now and my foot and my ankles, and I'm swelling and I'm blah, 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 whatever it is, right? Um, if you're focusing on that, you're going to get more of it. So I want you to focus on what's good. What's good about this situation? And instead of saying, "Oh, my hip's not working very well." Hey, my arms are working really great. I think I'm going to paint today. My arms are working so well today. I'm going to do something with them. Right? Focus on the good things. Yeah. I gotta shuffle these more. Yeah, because what they're saying is fly. Let go of anything that was holding you back, honey. And Mary, just focus on the good stuff. Okay. Sweet Fairyish, it was so challenging. Happy that the career is on the way. Thank you so much. Amen. And Valerie, yes, getting better and better at the manifesting. Oh, aren't we all though, right? It's a pretty exciting time. We're all becoming master manifestors. I'll leave it at that. Okay, Joanne, can I get a bit of advice on my son and wife? Just had a wee beautiful baby. Aw, addition to their wee family. Going through a bit of a rough patch. Anything else that comes up? Okay. So, it's stressful having a new child when, things are a bit of a rough patch. But like the previous card, it's best to ask what's good about this. When you're not able to see the forest for the trees, when you're going through a rough patch, faith is probably it's the only thing that is going to bring you through. And if you had harsh words or were thinking thoughts that were not empowering, I want you to take those words back like, "Ugh, I'm not speaking those words," right? Instead, we're going to speak words of what's good about this and what a joy this little bundle is. Instead of the walls coming in on you or your family, we want to focus on the love and the support and the joy and the laughter and the joy and the abundance and the joy. Did I mention joy? Right? This is what we want to do. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. Don't worry. It will all get better in the end. We have a hornet that likes to come in here. We called him Harry Hornet. Linz, he's not here. My husband. Okay. Thank you, love, for that reading. My husband is in tears of happiness. Aw, isn't that wonderful? God, I love you guys. I absolutely love you. That's so nice to hear. Okay. Danelle. Hey, Danelle. So Danelle and her husband have been working with me as one-to-one clients for, gosh, 6 months, maybe longer now. And I absolutely love the two of them. Their life has just, their whole, everything has just, it's just light. It's beautiful. So blessings to you, Carrie. My grandson has had problems with his teeth. He's only 6 and he's had to have teeth pulled and is getting fillings today. What is going on with him, please? Guess what? Ah, ha, 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 ha. See that gold tooth? Fillings, age 6. So, is it kidneys? Is it liver? Yeah, liver. Yeah, confirmation. Boom, boom, boom. So for me, it was kidney stones and just not very healthy. And so the teeth were weak. Teeth are also linked to your teeth and tongue are linked to your heart. So, hmm, let me look in. So, believe it or not, I think he's going to be a dentist when he gets older. I think there's something to that, that he's going through all of this because he's experiencing it and it's going to affect him later on down the road. So I wouldn't worry about it too much. Um, you can look into his health. You can, do a scan. You're extremely intuitive and psychic. I would do a scan on him. Yeah, it feels like there's maybe liver or yeah, there's something. But we'll send a white light and heal that. Okay. So again, let's lift Danelle's grandson up into the light and ask Creator to come and bless this beautiful little soul and not interfere with what is coming in his path, but um, we ask for healings and blessings. Oh, I get that he's got to go through all of this, honey, and can't interfere. He doesn't want the help right now because I think it's part of his path. So, okay, I love you. Much love, hun. Sunrise. Hi, Carrie. Curious about purchasing a fifth wheel for my friend so I can spend summers in Canada. Is this a good arrangement for me? Yes or no? Is it a good arrangement for you? Yes or no? Absolutely. That felt like 97%. What I would suggest though is put everything in writing before you stay on the land. Uh, we had guests that they were part of our wedding and just really really close friends, and energetically I think that they were under attack or something because something changed and shifted. And when they came to stay during COVID, I opened our house to them, and they were in Florida, they were stuck and needed somewhere to stay. And so they came, and and yeah, they asked for cash. They said, well, we're going to stay and you pay us 30,000 euros and then we might think about leaving. And I had to phone the GNR, which is a police in Portugal, and they said, you got to stop being so nice, you got to get stuff in writing. And I said, but they were like really good friends that, and like the police officer said, but desperate times, when people feel trapped and they don't know where to go. And, yeah, it was, they got a clean house. They got to keep a clean house, right? And they didn't. Oh God, it cost about 15,000, 10,000, well, Canadian to fix it up afterwards, restore walls and everything. So on your behalf, I think it's prudent to put something in writing with your friend because you want to keep that friend as a friend. And so you have to have an arrangement what's expected on their side and on your side, because they might be thinking that you're just going to stay for 2 months and or 2 weeks, and you're thinking 2 months, right? So you want to get it all in writing is what first came to mind, because I saw this image of what had happened to us as soon as I read this. And I thought, okay, get it in writing, honey. Yeah. And then from there, march on. Yeah. Because I think it's a great idea. And so does Spirit. Just be clear, have really good communication. Okay. Much love to you. Wolf Moon is saying, 7 on my family's property. Yeah, I can tell. It was like chaos all around you when I said, oh, I feel a lot of people around you right now. There's a lot of people, and it's a bit of chaos. So, yeah, I think you're going to be moving, and I think you're going to be traveling with the moving. You're a writer. I keep hearing singer. I don't know if you sing, but you should look at that. Yeah, because right now it feels like the walls are kind of in on you, Wolf Moon, and we want you to get going. Okay, so the next one says, I live and being caretaking my mother and family, heavy load. Absolutely. And so you're getting to a point that it's time for you to take care of you because it's hard on your soul, hard on your spirit, honey. Okay. So it's all right. And stop judging yourself about that because you've done what was needed. And now it's time for you to take that mask off, let your light shine, and start being the beautiful person that you are to be. And again, yeah, it's saying go for it. You know, it's time for you to go. Okay, very clear. I don't think it could be more clear. Time for you to go. Okay, Brenda. See you later, everyone. Have a great day. We'll watch again later. Aw, that's lovely. Thanks for saying goodbye, honey. And Wolf Moon is saying thank you, Carrie. I love you, honey. There you go. Rosina, attending late. I love that song. So beautiful. Aw, that's really nice. Yeah, I wrote it. Huh. So I've had some estrangement in my family. Don't understand. Okay, I shouldn't say that. I do understand. I said something that I probably shouldn't have said. Oh boy. Yeah, that's a tough one. I said something that I know to be true about um, someone in the family and what they did, and um, and it didn't go over so good. And so I got a couple of people in the family not talking to me, and I'm feeling fine with it in many ways because it's the truth. It's not slander if it's true. And and I wouldn't say anything slanderous anyways, but this has been an education for me especially, but I think for all of us. And you don't just cut off relationships because you're pissed with someone or because something that they said. If they're beating you, absolutely. I can see that. But we are in an epidemic of no contact right now. And I can't tell you how many clients I have right now that are experiencing this from their adult children that just have walked away. And so, anyways, I wrote this song for two people in my family. Um, and it's all about I miss you. I love you guys. And you know, when are we going to get back together? Do I have to do it in another lifetime? Because we don't want to carry this karmic shit with us. Come on now. It's all about communication. It's all about letting go of the snakes in the grass, right? I think that this is actually a spiritual battle that's been going on. When you look at how many kids, adult children, are not speaking to their parents, especially their mothers right now, you know, surely all these mothers that are mourning and crying for the loss of their kids and abandonment and rejection from their children, you know, surely they had to. There's a different way to play your cards than cut them off. I don't think that's the answer. But I also think that this is a spiritual battle going on right now. My husband, when he heard this song, brought him to tears because he knew our situation and he knew how I wrote that and who I wrote it for. There were two of them. And it also applies to other family members. So it's a pretty powerful song. Anyways, what I was going to say about all of that was what? I don't remember. It's gone. But when I played it for my husband, like I said, he was in tears with it. It was really heartfelt. And yeah, I think that's it. So, if you're going through that, my heart goes out to you. Feel free to email me. I've got my email in the comments here, and I'll put it in the description once we finish the live. And you can book a session with me if you like. We can do a full readings and healings with you. It's all good. Okay. Carrie, will I have success justice with a litigation with my current representation? Should I retain new representation? Thank you. The fact, Nana, that you're asking that tells me that yes, you need new representation. The moment that you're in a legal situation, you're going, I don't know about this lawyer. He or she's not doing the job. They're not working. Yeah. That's when you usually need to, yeah. Okay, so let's ask. Um, does Nana need new representation? Yes or no? It was 50-50 actually. Is it in Nana's best interest to stay with the solicitor um, that they already have, or the representation that they already have? Yes or no? And is it better to replace that solicitor or representative with someone else? Yes or no? Okay, so you're close with your litigation. I got that it was like 80 to 90% to replace, or to stay, I should say, and 100% to replace. You can stay with this person and continue the litigation. It might take you a little bit longer, um, but you're so deep in all of this. You know, you're so close to the edge. It's very close. Um, hmm. Again, there is a reward or an award coming to you. Wisdom. You're going to learn a lot from all of this, that's for sure. You could actually be a lawyer by the end of this, I swear to God. A lot of opportunity coming your way. A lot of, yeah, it's options. And the Hierophant. So this is government or religion or legalities, and a judgment is going to be made. I would say in your favor, yes or no? It doesn't feel like it's going to feel in your favor. You've got to start focusing on thank you for, you know, the litigation finishing, and, you know, everyone feeling that there was a win-win situation, or even that I won, right? What you focus on. I think there's been too much focus on the F ups, I want to say. Okay. And when you focus on that, guess what you get more of, right? So um, you can stick it out, but if you're asking, I would say that, yeah, sit down with your representative, talk it out, and see what their plan is. If they don't have much more of a plan, then adios. Okay. But it's up to you. You're ultimately the one that is making the legal decisions here, right? So it's up to you. And Marie is saying thank you with a big heart. Oh, that's beautiful. And Joanne is saying so very true. Oh, I love you guys. So much support. Joanne is saying thank you as well. So Wolf Moon, do you do private readings? Absolutely. Yeah. So at the end of this, well, actually, I can do it right now. It'll take me 2 seconds. Let me go to Calendly. I'm going to copy the links and put it into the message right here. So I just posted the link for my one-to-one private sessions, and I stopped doing those for a very, very long time, like a long time. And I used to have clients at 5,000 euros a month that would come, and I would be their coach, right? Their spiritual coach. And we would write books together or get you on path. It was a lot of intense work every single week. We were meeting and getting things done. So then, kind of burnt out from that and took some time off. And then I heard, got to go back and just work with the masses. So I brought in, I think it's 90 euros for, 45-minute session, which is about 160 Canadian. And then I heard, do 5 for 5, 5 sessions for $500 Canadian. Well, in Europe, I mean, that's like, you know, cheap like borscht. It's 260 euros approximately, or 260 pounds. I don't know which. You have to do the conversion. But it's very, very inexpensive for 5, 1 hour sessions with me. Very inexpensive. And I don't know how much longer I'll do it. I only accept 6 people per week that I do this with, so it's very limited. Anyways, I put the 2 links in the comments there. If you're interested, Wolf Moon or anyone else, love to work with you, honey. Okay, great. Next, interesting. Thank you so much, Danelle says. Yeah, um, his future is very strong, and so yeah, his timeline. Okay, much love, honey. Sunrise. Am I allowed another? Do you see a live partner, divine partner coming into my life in the next year? Sunrise, will you have a partner this year? Yes or no? Yeah. Yeah. Isn't that lovely? So, again, it all comes down to what you focus on. So, I want you to start writing down. I'm so happy and grateful that this beautiful divine partner is now in my life, and describe them. What they're like, not what they look like, right? Because when I was describing my husband, Lindsay, um, I wouldn't say, oh, he's got to be 6 feet tall and blue eyes and, blonde hair or whatever, because if he shows up as a brunette and 5'7", uh, I'm going to be disappointed. No, I wrote down that he's a good man. He's loving. He's available, right? This is a big one. He's divorced and ready, willing, and able to have a relationship. That's like number one. I made that mistake years ago. I think I've shared this before, that I used to make a list, and um and then this beautiful man would come into my life, and damn it, wouldn't you know it, he was married. He had all the attributes that I was hoping for, but he was married. So you have to go, no, 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 scratch that out. And you have to add in there that he's ready, willing, and able to have a relationship with me. And he is single. He's either divorced or never been married. And he's ready, willing, and able to have this beautiful, loving, committed relationship. Okay. And yeah, definitely you've got a partner coming into your world. I think sooner than later, honey. 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months. Probably more like 3 months, but it could be 3 weeks. Wouldn't that be fun? Okay. Thanks for all your love, Carrie, she says. Beautiful. And Rosina, true. It's not slander if it's true. Amen. But it got me in a whole lot of shit. I shouldn't have said it. But you know what? I believe in God's timing, and I believe that I was meant to say it because I did check in. Having said that, no, I remember back. I was about to say it. I said it to another family member that was outside of our family. I said it to another woman, and I trusted her, and um, and she shared it. But she was supposed to share it, obviously, because we were all supposed to experience what we were experiencing here and now. So when I was starting to say it, I felt this like, Gary, don't do it. And I thought, no, I'm ready to share this because I've been keeping this in for a very, very long time. And and so I shared, and it got me in a whole lot of crap. But what are you going to do? I trust that I'm on the right path, doing the right thing, but man, I've cried over it. I have had a lot of tears over this one. And, we're all human. We're all having these experiences. Even, uh, I don't know, when you have near death experiences, you think that life is going to be easier. I don't think so. I think that you even get more challenges. It's crazy. Okay, so Rosina is saying, oh, yes, letting go of snakes in the grass. Absolutely. And big battle going on right now. Yeah, could feel that one. That was the snakes in the grass, right? So, what am I doing next in my career? Katie is asking. I have a fresh slate. Woo! And don't know where to go from here. Well, Katie, you are bright. International scale is what I'm seeing. You are extremely bright, and like you say, you have a fresh slate. Um, Law degree or something like that. Did you have a law degree? Did you have any kind of degree? Because it feels like um, legalities, or it interests you. You see, um, writing. There's a lot of litigation is what I'm hearing, and you're really good at it. So, uh, your career. I also see ships or marine. So, are you working on cruise ships or yeah, there's ships, ports. So, are you going on a cruise? Are you no law degree, but I'm a local politician in government. See, it's litigation. That's if you're in politics, you're in law, right? And I'm doing a few lawsuits against my current mayor. Hopefully we'll win, but we'll see. Yeah, there we go. And so what is with the ships? What is with the port? Or there's something there with that, with the litigation. Yeah. And hopefully to win. Yeah, but we'll see. Yeah. So that's what was coming through. It's all about litigation and law. Um, I think that you're going to do really well. And it's an international, that's the first thing that came out of my mouth, international scale. So uh, you are in local politics. I think that you're going to be um, big government, big politics. Like everyone will know Katie's name in a very short time, in a very good way. you know, because you are a fighter, you're a go getter, and you're doing good stuff for this planet, for this society. So, again, see your outcome, see where you're going to be in 200 years, because we're going to change our aging process, you see, and we're going to live to be at least 250 years old. So, we want to see that outcome. And yeah, it's interesting. Lawsuits. Yeah. So you've been out of the office for a while, right? Your office is actually changing. And I want you to write down your goals and where you want to go and what you want to be and do and have. I think you're going to stay in politics, in at least to a certain degree, is what I hear. Um, yeah. I think that this is part of your route, honey. Okay. Yeah. And, it's get your house in order first. Um, you lay in the bed, you made your bed, you lay in it. That's one of the sayings. But also, this is all about green, and that's the heart chakra. So, relationship. I think you put relationships off for a while. Yeah. And she's saying thank you with a prayer sign. Um, I think you put relationships off for a little while. And so it's time to heal that as well. Okay. That's where life is going. And it's a pretty exciting time for you. I think you're going to do really, really well. Okay. So those are my links, and they're in the comments for the live chat. Okay. And let's see, Nana is saying thank you. Yeah. No law degree. We've had that. Betty, I'm glad I saw this. First time seeing live stream. I lost my job and I don't know if I should change career or stay in IT as a QA analyst. Is it best for you to stay in IT? That was a no. That was a very heavy no. That was like, oh God, why would you want to go back into that still? You know, although you were good at it and you did have enjoyment with it, there's something else coming your way. So, and okay, so you lost your job. There's a reason why the job was taken away. The reason why, my girlfriend Kelly Filardo, she's now Kelly Woodhouse, and she's international best-selling author and really done well. When she was working in the government, I think it was the government. I remember her phoning me up in tears, crying, saying, "Oh my God, I got fired from my job." And I was like, hallelujah. Like, oh my God, you've wanted to be a writer for how long, and an international speaker? Come on, this is your opportunity to start speaking. So, Betty, What is it that you really dream of? What do you really want to be, do, and have? Is it to be a speaker? Well, then start speaking. Kelly started speaking at Rotary events, and it was free and it was building up that muscle. Now she takes charge of stages that are massive. She gets paid a lot of money. I won't say how much because she hasn't given me permission to share that, but she gets paid a lot of money to speak now. And she's been doing it for about a decade or more. Okay. So maybe 2 decades by now. Gosh, time flies. So, Betty, what do you want to do? Right? Yeah. You want to go back to school or start teaching? What do you want to teach? What do you want to you want to teach people how to unwind and how to relax, how to see, you know, what's good about the situation, or perhaps how to astro travel or how to fly, right? Whatever it is, Betty, I trust that this is the reason why you've lost your job, because it's like creator has gone, we're going on this path. We're not going to be here anymore. We're bringing you here. It's good. Well done. Okay. T flippin'. Will I get the creative director role promotion at my current job, or a new job outside of my current company? Um, I think it's both, actually. Both sound good. So, will you get the creative director promotion or job? Yes or no? Yeah, that feels really strong. And will you get a job outside of your current company? Yes or no? Not right yet, but it is coming. So I think the creative director is going to come first, and then you've got something else coming. It's all about timing, and it's perfect timing for you right now for that creative director role. Yeah, there's a feeling of a little overwhelm and stress, but don't worry. um where did it go? Yeah, don't worry, because you have a lot of support around you. You just need to do tree talk. Stand tall, stand proud, um, bring your branches out, bring your arms out, and embrace all that is being given to you, and have the confidence of a standing person, which is what we call trees. Okay, feel that energy flow through you. You can do it. Okay. Wolf Moon, am I meant to continue with my herbal path? Um, Making foraged remedies, soap, artesian crafts? Should I be offering back body work and creating a space for that? Um, Writing keeps coming. Too many questions. No worries. Well, that was what I was actually sharing with you. Was I see you teaching and sharing all of your wisdom. I did see you doing creative crafts, creative, artwork, and and it's like you've taken your hobbies and made them into your business. So yes, yes, and yes. Yes, continue on with your remedies, soaps, and artesian crafts. Yes, that's a really strong yes. And offering back work, not quite yet, but you're getting there. I see communal living, and it's not where you're at right now. Yeah, again, it's the same cards. My God. Um, I want you to pray on it. I want you to feel that, and you're the teacher within. So it's time that you started focusing on sharing your knowledge. And it's going to go a little slower than what you're thinking, but don't you worry. It's all going to happen in the end, because it is time. It's time for you to do this. So, and also the writings. I saw that you needed to write a book, so write that book. Okay, back on Facebook. Bobby Norton. Hello, my friend. Is there time? I would love a card. What do I need to know about this time for my highest and best good? Okay, Bobby Norton. Ah, my goodness. Okay, so you are the shepherd of your flock. It's time for you to open the gates and let the creative juices flow. You have a huge following. Are you still doing some of your work? It feels like you left some of that network stuff that you were doing, but you have a huge amount of followers still. A lot of people that are interested in what you're doing and where you're going. And so it's time for you to steer that flock, steer the people to come with you. It's like you're the leader and you're saying, okay, time to follow. And you have assistants as well. Yeah. It's time for you to unravel and unwind whatever is being, under wrap for a very long time. Yeah. And time to measure your success differently because you've been a bit of a dead end as of late, but don't worry because through your visualization, your meditation, your energy, um, you're putting that shovel down, and it's like you've completed the garden. You know, you've worked on the house, you've worked on every aspect of your life, and now everything is working. You know what? I'm getting sunburnt on my leg here. I'm just going to shut the blinds. So just one second. I'll be right back, guys. And don't leave. Stay here. But I have to undo this. There we go. That'll be better. Whew. It was getting very red on my leg and hard to believe that you're sitting in the house and you're getting sunburnt. But welcome to Portugal. Okay, so I hope that helps, Bobby. And let's see. Yeah, just focus on all the love and the joy that is in your world. You've got a lot of love, including from me. And I have known Bobby since I think it was grade 4. Yeah, so 9 years old when we met. Yeah. Um, Need to stop doing something. The self-doubt or the negative thoughts, and instead focus on all of the joy and the support that you have. Pray upon the stars, right? Yeah, because you are the one to build bridges and you are the one to calm the waters. You're such a gifted soul in everything that you do. Yeah. It's like you've gone through really tough times and now everything is being given to you. And the clouds are starting to break. The sun is coming through. You have the abundance right within your hand. And I think the money is about to really flow for you. Yeah, exactly. Partnership. A partnership could be proposed. Business opportunity. Um, yeah, you've got the world by the tail. So go for it, my girl. Go for it. Okay. Let's see. Janet, will my family and I make it out of the current bad situation we are in successfully? Oh yes. Will you, sorry. You know what? If you've been with me for a while, you'll know that my reading. I used to read at a grade 3 level, so I'm really doing well now. But reading in me. Okay, so will my family and I make it out of the current bad situation we are in successfully? So, will you make it out successfully? Yes or no? Absolutely. Yeah. So, I think you've got family or friends. Someone's going to come and help. Someone from your past, like history, and in the end, it's a really good situation for you. Okay, so I'm speaking right now to Janet on Facebook. I can't put up her question, but I'm speaking to you, Janet, that this is a really positive card. And will you make it out successfully? Yes or no? Um, your idea successfully is probably not the outcome that is going to come, but don't you worry, because again, you've got the world by the tail, and there's going to be a few things that happen in between that you still are going to be like juggling and feeling like, oh God, why is this continuing? But don't worry, it's all going to be good in the end. That's what they want to share with you. Okay, so instead of focusing on the crap that's going on, I want you to say goodbye to that. And it's like you're letting the old timeline of yourself go. Say goodbye to it. Bye. all those troubles, all that concern, bye. I'm so happy and grateful I'm living in this timeline where, everything is in alignment and it's really moving forward for me. That's the kind of conversations you need to have. Okay. Um, okay, Debbie Cooper, any insights for my eldest? Okay, for your eldest. Your eldest, okay, so the card is female or male, and they are holding themselves like blocking. So they're resisting. Either they have to shut down themselves in the mojo region, or they have already done that and they're kind of shut down, period. Um, yeah, and it's time for them to open up, the gates and start to open up. Um, to possibilities, to joy, to laughter, to, their outcome. Because when you look at all the sheep there, those are all opportunities. Those are all, avenues in which they can take for their career, their finances, their joy, their relationships, whatever it may be. And just realize that, the message to them is they're the shepherd, and it's time for them to steer the direction of their life. Take charge. Yeah, the chariot came to mind. So, yeah. Okay, so this is a brand new beginning for them. And Pentacles is all about abundance. It's finances, it's joy, right? And so this is a really beautiful positive card for your eldest, I believe it was there, Debbie. Yeah. Yeah. So no worries, hun. Okay. Um, Peggy, let's see. Could I have a message? Absolutely. Let's take a look for Peggy. Okay. Queen of Cups. Where are you, Peggy? There we go. Okay. This is for Peggy on Facebook. It's a Queen of Cups. And actually, I'll take Katie off there because it's not pertaining to Katie anymore. Okay. So Peggy, Queen of Cups. This is a woman that sometimes isolates herself, but is extremely wise and gives great counsel, can be quite psychic, uh, but she likes to create a bit of a barrier between her and others. And the reason being is that, she can she's pretty sensitive, and some people try to use her, and she's done with all of that. There's a lot of changes that are about to happen for you, okay? And again, this is for Peggy, right? Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of changes happening for you, honey. But the good news is, um, this is an engagement card or a new start, relationship coming in. It can be either you or a family member around you. It can actually even be a new baby coming into the world. So this is all about new starts and lots of joy, lots of abundance, angelic help, right? Um, it can also be someone that is really supportive and encouraging you to do something in your world. Okay. Same card as earlier. And this is um, all obstacles have gone by the wayside. You have great support. You have a really strong path. And it's like you have control of your business and your welfare, you know, your well being is really starting to come into alignment. So it's also the green is about healing. So you've healed about work, you've healed about your business, perhaps, and there is a really bright man that is in your world or coming into your world, and he's bringing a message as well. Again, all of your cards are being with pentacles. It's all about abundance and joy and, and wealth. So, yeah, great wisdom coming into your world. I would say that a man, if you're single, um, this beautiful soul is coming into your world, and he is extremely affluent or wise when it comes to money and politics and all of that stuff. Okay. Okay, so let's take a look here. Where was I now? So we got that's exciting, Katie and Betty. I had no idea what I want to do. Thank you very much. It's all right, Betty. You know what? That's where the writing comes into play. I want you to write down all the things that you're good at, and take just a few minutes. I want you to get a pen and paper, and you're going to write down three different things. First of all, what do you feel that you're really good at? Okay. What do other people say that you're really good at? And you what brings you great joy? And you'll find a common denominator with those. Okay? And in those, I want you to write the common denominator. And then you're going to say a prayer. You're going to say, "Okay, Lord, how can I, God, Buddha, Allah, whoever it is for you, okay, Lord, how can I use these attributes and contribute to society and be paid in return at the same time? What is it that is my sole purpose here on this planet to use these gifts to give and also receive through?" Okay, it's going to take probably a half an hour of writing all of those down, meditating on it, and having that conversation with your spirit guides or with spirit, and something will come through. Okay, if it doesn't, then just meditate every day, pray on it every day. If it takes 2 weeks to hear that message, I want you to do it. Okay, this is your muscle that you're building. Well done. Okay, Sunrise. You're great. Are you aware of humanitarian projects? Do you see me being accepted for funding and overseeing projects soon? We all want to help in our ways and helping the new earth. Absolutely. So, Sunrise, humanitarian projects, I think a lot of them are losing their funding through the states, especially because of the fraud that's been going on. But do I see you being accepted for future funding and overseeing projects soon? Yes or no? That was a strong yes as well. So it's something that intrigues you. It's something that you want to do. So just expect it to happen and it will, right? You know, thank you, thank you, thank you for my funding. I am so excited. I got funded on my humanitarian project, right? This is a conversation I want you to have with yourself every day until it actually happens. And then have another conversation with the next thing that you want to have manifested. See it happening. Okay? T flippin'. My kid's dad moved on quickly into a new relationship. I'm heartbroken and confused. Should I remove myself completely from his family? Try to fight for my family. Let it be. Well, that's a tough one, isn't it? Because when yeah, should I remove myself completely from his family? Yeah. So let's talk. Okay. When marriages break up, it's wonderful if you guys can stay amicable. But if you feel that his family is your family because you've been together for a very long time, you have to almost leave it up to them whether or not they're going to stay in your life. And if they're not, you can't have that fight. You just have to bless them and move on, because you'll make your life difficult and then you make his life difficult with his new partner, and then rah, 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 right? So it's I always saw, like, I've had a few breakups. Just a few. I was engaged, I don't know how many times now, like 11, 12 times. Yeah, and so pretty much an expert at this, right? When the marriage breaks up or the relationship breaks up, I think it's you have to let go completely. And if members of their family still want to keep in contact with you, then wonderful. But I don't think it's fair to the new person coming into his world, whether it was a rebound situation, a fast bath, wham bam, thank you, ma'am kind of situation, whatever it is. It's not fair to the new person coming into his world if you're always there. You see? just like it wouldn't be fair to your new partner coming in if he's always there, because then where does that new partner fit into your world? I think that you can have an amicable divorce, an amicable relationship. I have a realtor here in Portugal, Alex. He's the most amazing guy. And he and his ex-wife get along so well. They co-parent and they take care of the kids together. They both have new relationships. It's all good. But in that dating stage, he is very respectful to her having the new partner. If she needs any help, absolutely, he's there. And they have really great communication. If she needs help, like I said, he's right there, and vice versa. But he's also cognitive, aware that he has to make room for the new person. So I think that you need to have a conversation maybe with his family and key people and say, you know, we had the breakup and I want to tell you that I love you. You're my sister, you're my brother, you're my mom, you're my dad, whoever it is, whatever it is, but going to have to make room for a new person in his life. So if you want to stay in contact, I'm here for you. And if you don't, I can understand. But I do love you and I want you to know that. So just have a conversation. I had that conversation with my former mother-in-law. Makes me choke up because she just passed away not long ago. And I loved my former mother-in-law. She was my mom. I was blessed to have two moms, and my biological mom and my ex-mother-in-law. And I think that's the hardest thing when you have to say goodbye. And unfortunately, she thought, oh, it's a long story. Yeah, I don't need to share that. Yeah, see, I'm learning. Woohoo! But I loved my mother-in-law very, very much. Yeah, she was an amazing woman. And I think that's the hardest thing when you lose a relationship is to make room for the new wife or the new partner. And those people, they leave your world, or you leave theirs. So if it's a fight, don't fight. Just let it go. Okay? Hope that helps, honey. My kid's father moved on. Yeah, got that one. Yeah. Okay. Cinnamon Girl. Oh, I love that name. I had troubles with that last time. I was like, cinnamon. Okay. Hello, Carrie. Can you tell me anything about my current job and if I will be changing jobs anytime soon? Well, I think you've asked that one before, have you not? Um, are you not happy in your current job? I feel that you're happy there, but there's new challenges coming, new things coming your way. Okay. So your current job, it feels like a stalemate. Yes. Yeah. It's time for you to go. Time to, it's like slide down the slide and just woohoo, let it slide away because you have the power. I love this card. You've got the power, and it's time. So I would start putting the resume out there, putting just just putting the idea out there that, okay, dear Lord, I'm ready to sing, I'm ready to dance, I'm ready to try something different or something new company, maybe advance. Yeah, you're moving on. You're saying adios to the old way of living, and a brand new train is coming in to pick you up and carry you away on a brand new path because it is time. So, yes, 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 and yes. Yeah, I think that you're got a new job coming and you're going to be really excited about it, honey. Okay. Let's see. Hammer Bammer. Oh, my sons are moving home to Canada from the UK. Is there anything I can do to make the transition easier for them? Well, you can start making some tea for them on a daily basis. That's a big thing in UK. Knowing my English husband loves his tea every morning. Okay, so who got backstabbed and who felt the pain? Um, that I think we need to remove some daggers. Yeah, there's a lot of pain about something. And I would suggest you help them with the transition, making the house a really beautiful home, which of course you've already got. That is, it's like they're landing in a safe place. And they just need your love, honey. They just need your love. So just be you. Yeah. Yeah. What do they need to stop? They need to stop what? Stop the turmoil, stop the arguments, stop the electricity, right? The chaos. And yeah, again, it comes down to writing. So journaling. Instead of journaling about what's not good about all of this, I want you to start writing what is really great. So we are at exactly 2 hours. Well, mind you, I started 10 minutes late. So I love how the internal clock works, right? I look up and it's like 6:01 here in UK time, Portugal time, Lisbon. Lisbon time. So, been going for 2 hours now. We're just going to take maybe two more questions, okay? Is there anyone else on Facebook? I don't see anyone else there. Okay, so couple more questions here. Mm, yeah, we're right at the end. That's perfect. Okay, so Wolf Moon, thank you all for your, thank you for all you offer. Aw, I usually don't get a chance to have my questions answered, and I appreciate you. Aw, I love you, honey. Come for a session. We'll have 45 minutes together and we'll really get down to the nitty gritty and have lots of fun, and you'll be a totally different person. You'll have such direction going forward. You'll be shocked. Okay. Um, Nixbiz, I have a question if there's still some time. Yep, two more questions. Will I manage to resolve my financial anxieties and find a way through all the hurdles soundly? Well, the fact that you're saying that you have financial anxieties tells me that you're still stuck in it. And the way to get through that is to fly. Spread your wings. Come on, Nixbiz, you know this. You got to spread your wings and say, all that crap, it's like a heavy coat. I'm just letting it flow. I'm just letting it fall off. And the managing the financial anxieties, it all starts. Yeah. Okay. So what did you think that you did wrong? Right? Was it smoking? Was it any kind of vice? You need to let go of all the vices because that's caused a financial burden. And instead, take the baby steps to the open door. So I want you to write down, um, you have financial anxieties. So I want you to write down what it is that's giving you the financial anxieties. List them all. And then you're going to scribble each one out one by one. You can scribble it out and say, I'm so happy and grateful now that this is your new mantra. I'm so happy and grateful now that. So if my financial anxiety was, I can't pay my bills, scribble it out. I'm so happy and grateful now that money flows through me and to me with ease and grace, and I am able to pay all my bills on time, if not early. What a feeling that is. I want you to feel that and feel the excitement and the joy bubbling up, okay? So that's what I'm talking about. Have fun with it. And, it's not a burden of, oh, what's my financial anxiety? Effing creditors or whatever. I am so happy and grateful that I live in a country where I actually get notices from creditors that someone doesn't come and just, do something. I can negotiate with creditors. This is exciting. I can actually make a phone call to them or write them an email and say, "Hey, do you own that do you have the legal right to that debt?" And look it up, right? How to question creditors. There's a couple of questions that you can ask them and you can get out of the debt instantly, because if they don't own the debt and they're coming after you, you know, they're not able to come after you. That's my understanding anyway. So look into it. Yeah. There's lots of stuff that you can look into and get excited about it, because debt is a stepping stone to abundance and wealth. It's your educational process. A lot of us weren't taught about money. And so we find ourselves in great debt at some point in our lives. Well, that's because Creator's trying to teach you, right? About, okay, what's the next step? And what's the next step? And where do you want to be next? And where do you want to be next? So it's the stepping stone of your education. Okay. Well done. Wolf Moon. I love to ask about my four children, as we've all struggled over the last 8 years. They've been raised unconventionally, but I've asked a few questions, so please skip me if not. Well, you know what? I think we are right down to the end here. We only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more comments, so up to Valerie. So please, no more comments, no more questions. Yeah, so you raised them unconventionally, but you raised them in the way that they were here to be raised. You realize that what you did was in alignment with what they were asking for from the other side. If you haven't read my book yet, whether it's in Portuguese or English, I want you to get the English version of it, okay? And if you're in the States, you can get it through Barnes and Noble. In England, you can get it through Waterstones or what's the biggest bookstore in the UK. I can't remember the name of it. Oh my God, I just went blank. Anyways, or Amazon. Amazon, we're having issues with their delivery of the book. They're really trying to slow down the book, I think, because yeah, we're having people that are 8 months getting the book delivered. It's ridiculous. Okay, so, but get a copy of it and it'll change your world. I promise you. Okay. Betty is saying, perfect. I really appreciate your answers to my question. Thank you so much. And Law Family, you've got a question. I'm going to come back to you in a second. Valerie says, thanks for keep coming back to my question. You really put my mind at ease. Nixbiz says, thank you for perfect guidance. I'm so grateful. And Waterstones, yes, Waterstones is one of them, but the other one, it's like starts with an F. Anyways, it'll come to me. So let's go back. Last question of the day. Law Family. Hi. How does this work? Just need some guidance on where to look for my child. Okay, so your child is missing. Is that correct? And okay, so Law Family, I'll invite you to contact me separately because it takes me a while to tune in and follow a light trail. Yeah, so this is an older child, like a young teenager. Is that correct? She can come home after school. Okay, so is she like 8 years old or older? 15. Yeah, there we are. So a young child in her teens. Yeah. And so, yeah, you're going to contact me directly. I'm going to give you my email address here. Okay. There we go. And yeah, so she's gone on a different path. We're going to talk just you and me, okay? Much love to you, honey. Okay, so that was a wonderful session. I thank everyone for joining me. I'm going to play the same song again. And do you know what? Every time I play my music on YouTube, they always ban my channel, my video, because they think that I am violating in copyrights, and I have to put in an application and go through the same process every single week because this is my music. I wrote the lyrics. I produced the songs. I did it all, and I love these songs. I have two more as well for next week and the following week. Next week I'm here, but the following week I am away on holidays for the first time in 10 years. People will say, "Oh, but Carrie, you're in Portugal. You're on holiday." No, I live here part time, but I'm renovating. I'm working. I'm gardening. I'm you know, it's not a holiday. It's not where you can put your feet up and say, "Excuse me, sir, can I have another virgin pina colada, please?" You know, it's not like that. I haven't done that in a decade. So I'm really looking forward to actually going on holidays. So much love to everyone. It'll be, yeah, it'll be 3 weeks. And I might still be able to do something from abroad. Okay. But, anyways, much love. Thank you for joining me. And yeah, God bless you all. Okay. Actually, I have to come back here, hide the current comment, right? As you know, I am learning this process. There we go. Got that. Got that. Now we're going to go back and put the music on. And then you listen to the song. I hope you enjoy it. Bye, everyone.
There's a chair that holds your name, empty space but not the same. I still hear you in the quiet, like a song I can't deny yet. Little things you used to say find their way back every day. In the light and in the air, I still feel you everywhere. Time moves on, but something stays in 1,000 quiet ways. Not gone, just out of sight, like a star in daylight. I miss you more than words can say. You're always with me every single day. In my heart, you're never far away. You're with me in 1,000 ways. I still talk to you sometimes, in the silence in my mind, like you're listening somehow, like you're right with me here and now. All those lessons that you gave still guide me in every way. Every step I take alone, you're still with me as I go. Love like this doesn't fade away, it just finds another way. Through the darkness it still glows. You're like the spaces between the notes. I miss you, still feeling you near, in every laugh and every tear. Though I can't hold you like before, your light still guides me evermore. If I close my eyes, I see your face in every memory, every place. And I know somehow, someway, love like ours will never fade. So I'll live and I'll be strong, keep you with me as I go on. With every step that I must take, I promise to you I'll never break. I love you always and forevermore. One thing's for sure, let's not close that door.
Oops. There we go. Okay, so thank you everyone for being with me today. We'll see you next Tuesday. Sorry I missed last Tuesday, but I was traveling. So we'll see you next Tuesday, most definitely. Much love, everyone. Bye now.